Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going over my self-tanning prep routine, and then I'm going to be doing a first impression on the Bondi Sands self-tanning foam in the light to medium shade. So if you're interested in seeing my routine, just keep on watching. Okay, so before I get into the review on the self-tan, I want to quickly talk about my self-tan prep process. So the first thing I do is shower and shave, and you want to do this a few hours before you apply your self-tan. That way your pores have time to close up, because if you don't, the self-tan will settle in your hair pores, hair follicles or whatever, and when it dries it can leave like dark spots. So after shaving, you'll want to exfoliate. I use a exfoliating glove. It has like a rough texture, and I just apply my body wash to the glove and I scrub like my whole body, my legs, my arms, and I really try to focus on spots that are dry. So like your elbows, your knees, your ankles, those spots that are dry and can like collect extra product. After you exfoliate, you'll want to apply some lotion onto your dry spots. So those same spots where you did the extra exfoliating, knees, elbows, your knuckles, your fingers and toes. After you apply the self-tan, you're going to want to wear loose, dark-fitting clothes. That way you don't get any lines where your clothes dig into your skin or whatever. So keep that in mind. And then also, it's kind of, up to you if you would want to sleep with your self-tan on, but I personally don't like to, just because I don't want to risk getting self-tan on my sheets. So now I want to talk about what I'm going to be using to apply the self-tan. So I just ordered this off of Amazon. I'll link it down below, but it comes with that black exfoliating mitt that I used in the shower. It comes with this mini glove that you can use to apply the self-tan to your face, and then it comes with a larger glove, and these are microfiber, I believe. And they have like a kind of a plasticky lining on the inside, so the self-tan doesn't like bleed through and stain your hands. But I think for that pack of 3 it was like $7 on Amazon, but like I said, I'll link that down below. So now I am going to get into the application. I am using the Bondi Sands Australian Tan. This is a foam, and this is in the light to medium shade. I usually use, in the past, I've used the St. Maurice tanning mousse from Ulta. I believe that's around $10. And I've never personally had a problem with it, but I just wanted to give this one a shot because I've heard a lot of other people talk about it. It's Australian made. It's supposed to have a coconut scent, and I went for the lighter shade just because I'm really fair and I didn't want the dark shade to come off too dark on me. So let's jump into the application. Alright, so first impression. I have self-tanned this leg, not this leg. So far, the color looks really good. It has a good guide, and it blended super easily with that mitt. I'm going to move on to this leg and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I just did this left leg, and as you can see, as it kind of sits on the skin, it loses its green tint. This leg looks a little more green because I just applied it, but it's pretty much just a guide, and it gives it that good undertone. So far so good. Moving on up. Okay, so don't mind my outfit. I have on my loose-fitting clothes. I've done my body. So far, so good. I'm going to apply it to my face now. And these mitts are amazing. I've used the disposable ones in the past, and this one is so soft and the application is so much better, and the product doesn't like leak through the mitt like those disposable ones do. So I highly recommend. They're washable too, so you can just wash them and reuse. Okay, I don't have my glasses on, can't see what I'm doing, so hopefully we're even. Perfect. Okay, so these are my thoughts so far. This is the best smelling self-tan I've used. It still has that self-tan smell, but this one says it's coconut scented, and it definitely smells better than like the self-tan I've used in the past. The light to medium shade I would say is really good for me, but I'm very fair, so depending on your skin tone, you may want to get the darker shade. The bottle, it's a pretty decent sized bottle. I think this is bigger than the self-tan I previously used, but I'm not sure. So it'll last for a while. It's 7.04 fluid ounces. It says, what? It says that you can wash your skin after 1 hour, but for a long-lasting darker tan, leave for up to 6 hours, which is what I've done in the past. So I'm gonna leave this on for like 6 hours. I'm gonna shower tonight, and then I'll give you an update and my final thoughts on how it looks. Alright, so I just rinsed in the shower. I'll insert some footage of kind of like what the guide looks like as it rinses off. Overall, my thoughts, I think it applied great. It's definitely one of the better smelling fake tans that I use. It still has that fake tan scent, but it's not as overwhelming because it's kind of masked by the coconut scent. I think in the future, if I were to repurchase, I would get the dark shade instead of the light medium, because I mean, this looks really natural on me, but it's not like tan, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna apply my fake tan, I'd prefer to have like a little bit of darkness, and I feel like as soon as this starts fading a little bit, like it's not even gonna look like I have any, you know, self-tanner on. So unless you're super fair, I think you should go with the dark shade. I think there also is an ultra dark shade, so if that's what you're into or what you think would look good on your skin tone, it's worth a shot. But if you're about my skin tone, I would go for the dark shade instead of the light medium. But overall, yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I also am really happy with those microfiber application mitts. Those were amazing. So as I said, I'll link those below. Highly recommend. So I hope my tanning application tips and tricks were helpful for you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.